In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to order Matlab, SAS, and SPSS using the information on InSite and TIQR. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up your favorite web browser and navigate to internet.nyspi.org and then make sure you sign in. Now, once the page loads, come up to the SIT section over here and down and over to software. And depending on how your page is laid out, you can find statistical analysis right here, and this is the link you want to click on. And now this page has two main sections, the top and bottom. What's important about the top section are these links down here, the important details and more information link. And as you can see with the toolbar, the tooltip that pops up, this is an external page going to cuit.columbia.edu, and we're going to go to a page regarding Matlab, and there's one for SAS and one for SPSS. And so what's important about these links is that the information here is basically you're getting the information from the horse's mouth. This is coming from the entity that we are purchasing the licenses from. Okay, so with SPSS, the important information can be found up top, especially this section right here. All right. And then there is the how to obtain licenses if you're going through, going to purchase the licenses directly from Columbia. And they also have the validation periods, which started from July 1st, 2024 up to June 30th, 2025. And they do list the prices here. Okay, and there's more information you can read on your own. All right. I'm going to go back to InSite and close this. And so again, there is a link for SAS and one for Matlab as well. All right. So going down to the second important part, this is actually how to purchase or renew your licenses through TIQR or TIQR. And the important information is up top here. There's some basic information here. Again, most of this stuff is copied and pasted from these links here. All right. But again, if you want to make sure you have the latest and greatest information, I would go to those links to make sure nothing has not been ported over to this website. And yep, so that's that. All right. Now, if I go down to below the attention section here, we have the form. This is the form that needs to be filled out and signed by, in this case, or in this time around, two signatures, the PIs and the DAs. All right, and unsigned requests will not be processed. And for your convenience, I have a download link here for the CU purchase requisition form. Dates and deadlines, self-explanatory. Again, the deadlines, I should say, these also are coming from the website. Now, something to note here is for SAS. They state that the grace period is 90 days. If you go up to their link and we go down to, all right, where is it? Here we go. License validity dates. The SAS licenses are valid for 1 year period from September 1st through August 31st and has a 90-day grace period. Now, I don't have the licenses on me right now, but I happen to see some of them and notice that they did not actually include this 90-day grace period. So I cannot say that's actually confirmed. And so when we go back to InSite, and we go down to license renewal requests and the dates and deadlines, we see that there's a note here saying the grace periods are not confirmed. Information on the SID files, those are those files that we use to as your license file for SAS, contradicts the statements made on the website. All right. So that needs to be sorted. But for right now, let's all just prepare for it to be due, or rather need to be renewed by August 31st, 2025. And they do state that there's a 30-day grace period for SPSS. All right. The license versions, again, self-explanatory. You can find all this information on the CU website, and as well as the cost. Now, again, this is just copied and pasted from that website, so if there's any discrepancies, please don't shoot the messenger. Just know that we did not know about any changes, but to always check the website, the SAS page on CUIT's website, the Matlab, which will normally say to be determined, or SPSS, which states also $89. So $89 for SPSS, $89 for SAS, and to be determined for Matlab. All right. So that's that. And the software is at cost. There is no prorating, any of that stuff. All right. You can read the rest on your own. Now, in this lower section here, we have the before you begin, which is what I just went over real quick. But we also have the second part, which is submitting through TIQR. This is the actual part where you're going to take the form that you've downloaded, filled out, and had two signatures attached to it, one being the PI and the other one being the DA. And you would take that information and you would submit it through the website TIQR, which has this sort of logo here. And what's important about this section is number 4, or number 3 to 4. When you get to creating the new ticket, there is an important option that needs to be checked, and that's the entity option. That note is right here. Regardless of the entity that you belong to, whether it's RFMH, state, or Columbia, you should choose CU as the entity and not RF or Research Foundation or anything else, just CU, okay? And everything else is as it is labeled here. Stat software licenses and IT procurement that's the obvious, all right? And then the rest of the steps are self-explanatory, and that is it. And please make sure to upload that form or those forms if you have more than one. Those forms, again, are the ones that you downloaded and had signed with two signatures, the PI and the DA. And that is what you're submitting over here. Make sure it is actually uploaded. And please add a description. All right? And finally, after submitting, if it's Matlab, contact. If you went through CUIT, you should be able to just go ahead and log in with your CU credentials. You may need SciIT, that is, to install the software for you. That's no problem. Just create a ticket or contact the service desk. And as for using the network server, the NYSPI MATLAB network server, you should also create a ticket for that to have that updated on your system. And everything else, again, is just self-explanatory. Please just read through this for the SPSS, especially if you have a inbox with an actual working CUMC or Columbia inbox. They will send the keys, whether it's the SID file or the license keys, to Columbia addresses. All right. So if you have a Columbia address and they've sent it to you, if the person who is going to be using that license has the ability to install the software on their computer themselves, there's no reason to contact SciIT. Just take the license key or the license file, pass it on to that individual, and let them install the software themselves. If they do need help, then obviously, yes, please contact the service desk, create a ticket, and someone will be out there to help you install and activate your software and license. All right, so that basically covers it. Again, just please read through this. I know it may be a bit much, but there's a lot of moving parts and things can change at any point, and having the most broadest overview of what's happening will make it easy for you to adjust should you need to. And that's basically it. All right, until the next tutorial, I'll see you later. If you had issues with this tutorial or any other tutorial, please contact me, Simon Williamson, at simon.williamson@nyspi.columbia.edu, or please contact the service desk. Thank you.